Alright everybody, welcome back to hour number 2 of Blades in the Dark, week number 12. I'm Matt, it's Ian, Mike, Emily, and Anthony.
Woo!
And the grenades are on the boat. Mission accomplished, right? Everything's fine now, we won?
Yeah, just end of the score, you
All
guys
right,
go home.
let's go ahead and roll
After
entanglement, and then we'll call it a night.
So, the grenades land on the deck of the ship, and one guy is able to shout out, "Grenade!" before they explode, and you can probably see a couple of them trying to like dive away from the grenades, taking cover like behind anything that they can. One of them probably jumps off the boat into the canal, and Vey, the spirit trafficker, he's standing at the back of the ship when the grenades land, and he kind of just looks and he ducks down behind like the banister railing that separates like where
The captain is.
the captain is from the rest of the ship, and then the grenades explode, surrounded by the containers that are holding spirits. One of them fractures, and you can see like a glowing light from inside, and you can start to hear like maybe like a high-pitched whining sound as that fracture looks like it's starting to try to expand. And one of the guys on the boat sees that, and he's like, "Shit, they're getting loose!" What do you guys do?
As soon as the grenades go off, and it's probably about the same time that he's about to say, "Shit, they're getting loose," I want to imagine that Oscar pulls a rifle up and just aims at that guy and tries to blast him mid-sentence.
The guy that's saying they're getting loose?
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
that's, in my head, that's just who he would have shot at, I guess. He just pulls up and shoots around.
Go ahead and make your roll.
It's Hunt, right?
Yeah, for shooting firearms most of the time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do it, because if I push myself on this, I will just go into trauma immediately. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it right now. Okay, there it is. Alrighty. I guess I just roll 2d... I just have to roll 2d6 and then take the lowest.
If you have 0 in Hunt?
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyone have a good Devil's Bargain they can offer?
Oh.
Trying to think of one.
Maybe that he's now the target, like they found out who's done all this, essentially.
Yeah.
Like grenades go off, now a guy with a gun shoots someone, everyone focuses on him.
They just immediately see me. I'll take that.
So you're gonna probably take what level harm would that be?
Wait, why is that harm?
Because they're gonna shoot you.
Oh, well, right,
It's
but
all
they
part of
have
the
to hit
same-
me first.
They don't roll to hit. NPCs don't roll to hit.
So they
If
just
you-
they just get to hit me.
wait.
Because
So his bargain is he definitely gets shot, but he
Yeah,
shoots
that-
that other guy.
Yeah.
The bargain I was thinking is their attention is on me now, because
So they're gonna shoot at you.
Well, okay,
Right,
so here's the problem I realized with my bargain as soon as I said it, is they're gonna know that anyways whether or not you shoot that guy.
Yeah.
So technically Mike's does make more sense, is that they get the jump on you from that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to open yourself to being shot at.
well, yeah, I'm like getting
Wouldn't, like,
shot at is
disadvantage
different
on
than
his
getting
further
shot.
combat be better?
Like,
Not in Blades in the Dark though, not necessarily because
Okay,
of how
but-
resistance rolls work.
but like within the frame of like getting shot at is different than getting shot.
And like yeah, in other RPGs, yes, that would be the case, but the distinction between those two in Blades in the Dark is virtually non-existent, because of how resistance rolls work and things
And the
like
fact
that.
that NPCs don't
Well,
get turns or moves.
Wouldn't,
Yeah,
wouldn't
they don't roll to
wouldn't
hit,
the difference
so-
then be that the harm would be like a reduced effect on any combat rolls I make if they're shooting at me versus I get shot, which is I take like a bodily harm? Because level 1
So-
harm is,
Well, any
is like I can
resistance roll will
take...
push him into trauma, right?
Right, like, well, because, hear me out, because, like, level 1
Yeah.
harm is, like, I take a reduced effect. So wouldn't that
Right.
be the equivalent of getting shot at, is taking level 1 harm because they're shooting at me, so I have a reduced effect on any of my other things? Versus, like, yeah, you stand up, and again, I'm behind a crate, so, like, I'm just trying to think of, like, a grenade blows up, someone gets shot, and then, like, I just get shot because I shot first? Like,
Because now
that
they
doesn't make
know-
sense as much as,
they
like,
know where
someone
you
shot
are.
at me, which seems like a level 1 harm.
And I think that maybe we could work it so that if we're going to say getting shot at instead of getting shot, then we could essentially, there's no official like status effects or anything, but we could do like you take reduced effect because you're being suppressed, but you don't actually get shot. Is that fair?
Right, that's what I'm saying, is, like, if I'm
Yeah.
being shot at, then I'm certainly not going to be able to, like, stand up, take a good aim, and fire.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be considered a level 1 harm in that case, though.
Oh.
You know, level 1 harm would be like you get shot in the arm, and so you're reduced effect.
Actually, that'd probably more level 2. Level 1 would be like your arm gets grazed by a bullet,
Yeah.
or like you fall over because you're scared because you get shot and you bump your knee or something.
Right, but and I'm fine with that, and I think that
Well,
you know,
and isn't that the same, though, as being suppressed? Because that's a mental harm thing. And harm in Blades isn't, like, strictly physical. Like,
Well, the
being
difference is that
suppressed
as soon as
and-
you're not being shot, you're no longer
Right.
suppressed unless the effect disappears, and that's not necessarily how harm works.
a level 1
sure,
harm
no,
persists until you
I
get it.
understand that. What I'm
know?
trying to say is, like, being suppressed would be what we call it, because yes, in the moment I'm being shot at, so I'm not standing up and firing back, but, like, a mental harm would be
No, and that's
the
what
effect of that.
Mike is suggesting as the devil's bargain. As instead of being actual level 1 harm, you're getting a level 1 harm like effect of being suppressed.
Yeah, but you wouldn't mark it in your harm
Yeah.
box on your character sheet because you didn't actually get shot, and it doesn't persist after you stop getting shot at, like it would if you got
okay, I
something like-
understand. So we're kind of finagling the rule to make it such.
a little bit.
Okay. That's
and-
fine. I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure I understood exactly what was happening.
Yeah, and I would just kind of say again and reemphasize that the difference in Blades in the Dark between getting actually, like me saying you get shot and the NPC missing you is all you saying no, I don't get shot, I resist that
Mhm.
with my finesse,
With
so
my
I dodge
trauma.
out of the way or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's the game.
totally. No, I understand.
You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to
But
make
yeah,
sure that I
it's-
was on the same page as everyone else. So,
Sure. Yeah.
okay,
It's
so yeah, I'll
very
take
different.
that then. I'll take that devil's bargain.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just roll 1d6 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Did it roll? It did. Okay.
Yeah, you got a 5. All right. Yeah. So you nail him.
Nice.
So then I think his sentence is like, "Oh shit!" There, and then like.
So you nail him, and he goes tumbling back over the railing of the boat,
Mhm.
and let's see, 5, so not a total 6. So
What position was that roll? Was
that
it a desperate or risky or?
that was they hadn't known where he was yet, so that was just risky,
Mhm.
because they didn't know where he was yet.
Right.
So with with a 5 on that, I think that what we could do is we could say reduced effect. So he's not totally dead, but you did knock him off the boat, because of the force of the impact.
Okay.
He'll come back in a little bit. All right. What does everyone else want to do? And yeah, they and a couple of other guys with guns, they start shooting in your direction, so you
Yeah.
have to take cover behind.
Yeah,
them.
Oscar doesn't even like move the gun, like the rifle. He just like basically shoots and sets it down on the crate as he's getting back down, and he's reaching and grabbing another gun.
Sure.
I think the moment that the grenade goes off, like as Oscar is aiming to take the shot, essentially, Silas jumps from behind, like not jumps up, like he turns and jumps over the railing onto the guys on the stairs.
Okay.
and my objective is to fall with them and to hopefully hurt them on the way down.
You want to fall down the stairs with them?
Yeah.
What kind of a roll do you think that would be?
Let me see. I'm thinking it's probably at this point, because he's still in race essence, it's probably a wreck. Or a finesse, actually. I think finesse works better.
Okay.
Because he's not so much like his intention is to hurt them, but he realizes he doesn't necessarily have to beat them up in order to do that because they're standing on a flight of stairs. So he, rather than like, he could technically if he was in the right state of mind, push them down the stairs, but instead he just uses his body as a battering ram to throw them down the stairs.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
What position is that, by the way?
That's gonna be. Oh man, you're gonna fall down the stairs with them. So I think that sounds desperate.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay. And does anyone have a devil's bargain? That would be good for that roll.
I mean,
What's your? I mean,
I only
What
have
do you-
one in finesse.
okay.
So maybe if there's something that I could push to 2.
Like you do it too good and you bring them straight into the water.
I mean, yeah, that could be a good one. You all
But then
end up in
they
the
see you.
water, or we could say you take harm, on the way down, no matter what.
What
Yeah.
level of harm would I take?
Probably no more than level 2.
Sweet, because I will take that devil's bargain because I have an ability that allows me to knock it to level 1.
Ooh.
So you're resilient, right?
That's tenacious from the Lurk playbook, I believe. It create any harm of level 3 or under is brought down a level, but level 4 is still fatal. So,
You can't just barely not die, but you can just barely not have your leg broken.
so yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take it if I can see this. Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Nice.
It's respectable.
5. Not bad, champ. All right.
Okay, so I think I imagine what happens is like he like heaves himself like he's been kind of crouched up against this banister kind of blocking him from view. He jumps and he like spreads his arms wide and kind of tackles them down the stairs, and as he like goes to jump over it, he yells for like the rest of the people there to like he's like, go for the boat, and then he like jumps over the ledge.
Right. So yeah, you knock him down, and you're tumbling down this flight of stairs, and yeah, as per the devil's bargain, you like hit your shoulder real hard on one of the stairs, and so you can knock that down to level 1 harm, because of your special ability. So you got like a pretty battered up shoulder at the moment. And your objective was what exactly?
I was basically trying to kill them using the stairs.
And your body.
Basically hoping that they'll maybe break their neck or smash their skull against the steps on the way down. Whether that kills them or knocks them unconscious, that was kind of what I was going for.
Okay. So one of them, I think, yeah, he like lands just right so that you hear this crack, as he lands on his head, like on one of the stairs. And the other one, you can't tell at first, but you all like land at the bottom of the stairs on this dock, and you're kind of just laying there for a second, all 3 of you, And you see the other one. He's starting to try to get up, and looks like he's gonna try to roll over to like get on top of you. You know, Lyric, what are you doing?
I am curious how close I am to the ship. If I was in the area where Silas originally was in the shadows, how close do you think I'd be to the water?
What was the question?
Sorry, how close am I to the ship actually?
Oh, you're pretty darn close, because, it's probably, halfway out from under the bridge,
Mhm.
when the trap went off, and so it's kind of staying in that position. So,
Okay.
you could definitely, get onto the ship or get real close to the ship if you wanted.
Okay. And how many guys can I see on the ship right now?
You can see, I'd say, there's the captain and 3 others on that ship.
Okay. Because I would like to say that as part of my load, I have an unusual weapon.
Okay.
And that weapon would be this is I forget if this is something I kind of made up or derived from the rules, but I have an electroplasmic harpoon. I would like to harpoon a couple of motherfuckers.
That's so sick.
And describe this electroplasmic harpoon for us.
So it basically has electroplasmic energy, so whatever target it penetrates, they are not only are they pretty much skewered, but also have this like electric shock through their body. So pretty much like upon impact, they are completely
Fucked.
immobilized and like have a seizure essentially. And then depending on how right my aim is and if I can land the harpoon correctly, then I could kill him. But yeah, the electroplasm just has this like completely.
What was that again?
Thank you.
That is such a Matt thing to do. But yeah, so kind of sends them into a delirium while they're also bleeding out. So.
That was good. Yeah, you can do that. Do your thing.
Yeah, so I would like to take aim, and I'd like to try, if at all possible, to skewer 2 guys at once.
Are you throwing the thing? Are you jumping onto the boat and trying to stab the guys?
I'm throwing it from wherever it is that I'm standing.
Okay.
Lyric might get onto the boat later, but at this point, she just wants to see if she can take them out from where she is, on the shore or whatever platform she's on.
Yeah, I'd say if your intention is to get 2 of them at once, then that's going to be a desperate action.
Okay. Let's see here. That would make sense to me. And remind me, if that is desperate, does that translate into any stress for me?
No, but it does translate into XP in whatever you roll.
Okay, cool. I'm thinking. I mean, it would be hunt, right?
I think that makes sense, yeah, since it's ranged. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or finesse because it's throwing something.
Yeah.
But I think it's either of them works for the situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have actually 1 point in either, so I would say hunt, because it's something reminiscent to what she would do in Leviathan hunting, really. Just smaller people.
Nice.
Okay.
See how this goes.
All right. So I'm just rolling hunt, no modifications at this point, unless I were to take a devil's bargain.
Or stress.
Or
Yeah.
push yourself. Yeah.
I don't want to push myself just yet. I'm too away. I'd like to have a moment of glory if I can control that. So yeah, I'll just go for it.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
no.
You skewer 2 people at once. One of them is you.
Don't you get XP?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you do
It's
get
fine.
XP. So mark
Yeah.
XP and
Yay, XP.
insight.
Woo.
So you stand up, you toss your spear as hard as you can, and you were aiming at 2 guys, and they kind of like jump to opposite sides just in time, and your spear, it sticks right into that container that had been fractured earlier, and
Oh no.
on contact with that, the entire thing just explodes. You see
You're
probably
welcome.
like
Anthony, you're muted.
Woo!
There you go.
you see like
Not anymore.
Not
3 wispy figures like dart out in all directions. You know, there's like 3 spirits there.
Do they look harmed?
Do they look harmed? I don't know what that would look like.
Do they look pissed?
Are
They look upset.
Does it look like they have been injured?
Spiritually?
I don't think you could tell at this point. You know, they haven't manifest into like real physical bodies. They're kind of just like white streaks.
Yeah.
Flying around at the moment. What Cases? What are you doing?
So the 2 guys are on the ground. It has the boat behind me. Team done reacted in any way? Am I
No.
gonna get shot in the back?
They're probably going to arrive after this
Action.
round, if you will.
Okay. Am I able to run? So there's stairs that he collapsed or tackled them down between myself and the first boat, right?
Yeah.
Is there like a landing down there in the stairs? Is there better cover down there for me to take a shot at the people on the first boat?
There's cover. It's like a wooden dock. At water
so
level
not
at
great.
the bottom. There's
Okay.
probably some boxes. Stacked up just like on Oscar's side.
Did the boat make it physically past the bridge, and did it float just past it after the grenades exploded, or is it just right under the bridge?
Like half of it's under the bridge and half of it's out of the bridge.
Am I able to make it onto the bridge, like above the boat?
Totally.
Yeah. I'd like to make it over there,
Sure. Yeah.
and I'm there now.
You are there.
Can I shoot at the guy on the boat?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You probably there's two of them that are sprawled out, prone because they just dived out of the way of
Perfect.
of a spear, and
Oh.
so you get to the edge of the bridge and you kind of like lean over, and this white streak just right in front of your face as you lean over the edge.
Ah! I want to shoot the guys that are prone in their soft
Are you doing it like
backs.
Are you
Yeah.
doing this.
Pop up.
Do you actually just jump down on the boat and then press Q and kill them all?
Die.
Can
Die,
I?
die.
May I?
So wait, are you on that first boat now?
No, no, I'm on the
Okay.
bridge.
She's on the bridge.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah.
just want to make sure.
No, I want
I-
to shoot
I-
the prone guys that are shooting at Oscar. Those are the guys that are shooting at Oscar, right? Because they're.
They just dove out of
Fighting
the way of a harpoon, so they're not
Yes.
shooting at anyone right now.
Oh well, they're gonna
Uh,
die.
You're
I'm gonna shoot.
welcome.
So just a hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the guys that are shooting at Oscar are they're at the front of the boat. There's probably only one of them at this point, keeping Oscar pinned down. Then there's the 2 guys on the floor, and then there's the captain who no one's really seen much of yet. And I think there's one guy in the water.
Do I have time to shoot with both my guns, or do I need to pick one target? What do you? What do I have time to do?
So you want to dual wield pistols, and try to shoot.
I want to shoot. Like if I get my choice, I'd like to shoot at the guy that's shooting at Oscar, and then if I get him, I want to shoot at the captain with my other hand.
Okay. We could do 2 separate rolls for each
Yeah.
one of those. You can take
Should
your
we
shot
just-
at.
Is this one
Wait,
of those
what?
situations where we should consider making a clock for killing these guys?
Like the whole boat.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe this is a little bit too late to bring it up, but like instead of being like this man and this man and this man, like this seems like something we should maybe use a clock for. Maybe
That
within
actually
next,
makes a lot of sense. Be a little
Sure.
easier to keep track of.
Yeah, and then when the other one shows up, we'll just use a clock the whole time, I guess.
Okay.
We'll probably, end up using a clock just for the captain,
Okay.
just because he's
that cool.
He's
Because
he's a cool guy,
he's the
I'll
big
handle
boss.
him, guys.
I disagree. That's cool.
but I think that at this point, there's only a few left on this boat, so let's see where this one progresses, and then we can try to use a clock for the next one because that's
Sure.
a good idea.
Sorry. When is it Oscar's turn, or are we still doing Wacasis thing?
What cases needs
We're
to
still doing
shoot?
Wacasis thing. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. So do I just roll a hunt on that, or?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
hunt.
And I have 0 in hunt, so that's just 2d6, and I take the lowest.
Yep,
Right.
if you don't have any devil's bargains or pushing yourself.
Do you have a devil's bargain for me? I can't push myself. So.
I'd say that the devil's bargain for this one would be you're gonna lose your opportunity to shoot at the captain.
But definitely get the.
You're gonna get the extra die for this guy, but you're gonna lose your opportunity to shoot at the captain.
Okay, so when I have a 0, does that mean I get 3d6 instead of 2? And I take the lowest,
No,
You
you
get
would,
or I
one.
drop the lowest.
Just get
I'll take
one.
the lowest.
yeah, you would just get 1d6 if you
One
have
additional?
0. Yeah, no, just one 1d6 period,
Oh,
and
the
then you
result.
take the highest. Yeah. So
The highest
Of the one.
yes, well, right. Well, I say that to differentiate that there's a reason.
No,
you get
yeah,
the
it makes
one.
sense. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that. I think it's more important. And that's the guy
It's like
that didn't really
taking
threaten me.
2d6 but ignoring the lowest.
Yeah, it is a little bit like.
Yep.
Cool.
4. Okay. Yeah. So his back is to you, so you line up your shot. Crack. Hits him square in the back, and he falls off the boat, and kind of pulls himself back up out of the water, takes a deep breath. You didn't quite kill him, but he's pretty badly hurt, at the moment. All right. So let's see. Who wants to do something next? Yeah, and before we move on to the next person, what case it's you turn to try to look underneath the bridge to get a shot at the captain, and he's gone. You don't know where he is.
And what roll was that? What was the position on that roll? Because I don't know if I missed that or.
That was just risky, so he had reduced effect because 4.
I would like to go.
Okay.
Oscar's gonna push himself.
Yeah.
Oscar, no!
Oscar is going to push himself because when he sees the souls fly out, he knows that they're being freed, but he knows that he also heard that explosion, and he would know that that explosion would mean that some souls were blown up, and that's a problem for him. So I like Wacasis taking sort of 2 actions. I would like to try to take 2 actions if I can. One as Willie kind of, and one as Oscar. I don't know. What my goal is either, and I'm open to suggestion. I'd like Oscar to try to shoot again. But I'd also like him to try to retrieve a barrel from the boat. So I'm not sure how that works.
In my mind,
Perhaps he just retrieves the barrel.
I'm
he's
not
also being shot at, you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'd be able to retrieve one of those barrels by yourself.
That's why I have Willie. Eh,
Wait.
eh.
Um,
Other idea.
I think it's if you want to do that, it's going to take you some time. So
Other idea.
Yeah.
I use compel to. So okay, well I have an ability that says Ghost Mind. You know how to find the weakness in each ghost, demon, or arcane force. You gain potency when you study the supernatural. Obviously, I'm not studying the supernatural, but I could either take a flashback and go back to a time where I was studying that, and then figure out the best way to basically open a barrel with my spirit mind, and let those guys free, or use compel to try to compel them out of the barrel.
So who are you trying to compel out of the barrel?
The spirits.
The barrel that exploded?
There's more barrels, you said. There are more
Yeah,
than
but
one
they're
barrels.
They're enclosed at the moment.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm trying to unenclose the barrel.
You can't do that with compel, I don't think, because the spirits obviously they would want to get out on their own accord. So I don't think that it makes much sense that just because you're compelling them, they would suddenly be able to get out of the barrel. You know what I mean?
Okay, what about the Ghost Mind part where I have the ability to find the weakness in arcane forces, like a barrel that holds spirits? Being able to rip that open. Or make it weaker with my brain.
That's a whisper ability, right?
Yes, it is.
Arcane force.
Compel the barrel. The power of Oscar compels the barrel.
What? The only question I have is whether or not this barrel counts as a arcane force, of the
it's
kind
holding
that this.
in spirits, right? Like a normal barrel doesn't do that.
Yes. But
or you know what? If I can't do any of that, then I will go ahead and push myself to shoot at another person. Like if that's
I'm willing to put it up for discussion amongst the rest of the group. What do you guys think? Because I don't want to make.
I mean, all I'm seeing is that Matt wants to save at least one of the barrels. He's just trying to save as many ghosts as possible.
Right.
Is this something that needs to be done now? Is this something that Oscar could see, if I take out these men, can I get to the barrel? Because if
Oscar sees that
that
a barrel
makes
just
sense.
erupted, and he's worried for the safety of them now. Because if a barrel's erupting, he's not thinking. He's thinking, okay, my teammates clearly don't understand what's in the barrel. I need to remove them from the I need to remove the spirits from the barrel now, so I can get them out of there, or else everything is all those are screwed.
It's totally urgent to him, right?
And what's that?
Totally urgent to him, right?
Yeah, and it's not he doesn't trust he doesn't think that the rest of the party made a decision to just fuck the barrels, guys, just blow them up. He just thinks that they don't understand that the barrels are holding the ghosts, and he's urgently wanting to free them now.
Could we find another way to physically do it rather than trying to compel the barrel?
Well, and he's not talking about compel the barrel at the moment. He's wanting to use Ghost Mind, where it says you know how to find the weakness in each ghost, demon, or arcane force. You gain potency when you study the supernatural. So the question is, do you guys think that this barrel that is specifically made to contain ghosts and spirits counts as an arcane force?
I think
couldn't he compel the ghost to come back, or I feel like there's got to be another way around using this skill rather than it being on whether or not the barrel itself becomes arcane because it has something arcane inside of it. The barrel doesn't become a pickle because it has pickle inside of it.
No, but the barrel does have arcane properties because it's made
Then
to
it's arcane,
contain.
right?
But
it's also an item, and that's kind of more.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be
it doesn't have a consciousness, if you know what I mean.
Well,
Which I think
I
that's
don't
what
think
this is
that's what
talking
that.
about.
I don't think so. I disagree that that's what this is talking about at all, because
I honestly go either way. I
Like-
think it can go.
Yeah.
I don't have
I'm-
any voice on the matter.
Yeah, I'm not too.
it
I'm not too
specifies
tied
ghosts,
to this,
demons, arcane forces.
Mhm.
Yeah, but those all
could
seem sentient or like something where your mind actually interacts with another mind. To me, I'm not trying to like
Sure.
say you can't do the cool thing. I'm wondering if there's a way
Mhm.
to do this.
Yeah, and also I'm not too married to either side of this at the moment. My thoughts on this and my reasoning is coming from the title of the ability, Ghost Mind. That to me, kind of says consciousness in some ways involved in this, and just there's nothing in common with ghost demons and barrels that contain ghosts, in my opinion. But like I said, I'm not too concerned about this on either side. So if you want to make that roll, I'm fine with it. But I'm just letting you know where my reasoning on that is coming from.
If you disagree with it, then we shouldn't roll it because it's your game. You're the DM, right? So like, we shouldn't bend the rules in that way. So what do I need to do to free the ghost from this barrel?
I think you would have to be physical contact.
Can I shoot the damn barrel?
If you want to blow it up.
Well, couldn't he use the ghost mind thing
Right.
to have potency to like know? Okay, I don't shoot that part of the barrel to blow it up. I shoot that part of the barrel to loosen the hand, like
Right.
something
to make sure he can like create a rupture so they can get out, but then to be able to channel them where he wants them to go.
like
I
representing
think-
that he can find the weakness in any of those things, just not that he has the ability to psychically
Yeah. I think we can
make
argue
it so.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, I'm gonna push myself then to hunt.
Hunt.
This does put me into trauma.
Isn't it given potency then?
Yeah, potency is
Barrel?
just like
Yeah, so
like the effect
Increase
that I
it.
have.
more effect,
Okay, so
Wait, are you pushing yourself
Yeah.
or?
He is.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
He's going into trauma land.
Yeah, that's what I was asking because I didn't understand where the trauma was coming from.
Yeah.
But now it makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm not entirely clear what the difference between like potency and effect level is, but
What?
you rolled 0.
Same man.
Failed.
all right, I'll just roll a d6.
This
Then.
trauma is super sad if you think about it while you're looking at the portrait of him that's now there.
Wait, what?
Just the sad little old man, like
Oh,
He doesn't need more trauma. He's seen
upset about
enough.
the ghosts.
There we go.
All right.
That's more like it.
All right, yeah, 5. So, yeah, so you are able to understand this barrel just enough so that you're kind of able to discern how it works, and you line up a shot, take your shot, and hit one of the like latches on the top, and it breaks off, and the top of the barrel spills open, and 4 or 5 spirits come out of the thing, and they start flying around. They're kind of joining up with the other 3. They haven't pieced out, they're still around, and since you and Lyric, you're both kind of familiar with the ghost field and all that, you kind of feel, and you can sense the anger that these spirits have at the moment. They're not happy.
so I think that the way that Oscar goes down, because he has to be taken out of action, is he shoots that thing and he looks over, like he's pleased with what he's done. He's like sweating bullets, and like he's just not like actual bullets like Silas, but he's sweating profusely. He takes the shot, and it happens, and he looks over to see Willie and like to like give him that like, oh yeah, we got it, we did it. And then Willie just has this look of like sheer terror on his face, and like Willie starts to kind of disappear along with the rest of Oscar's vision, and he just passes out behind the crate.
Passed out. Cool. Boonk. On the ground.
And
kind of
perhaps when he lands on the ground, there's a camera zoom of the crate, and you see his cane there, and his cane just like the him hitting the ground makes a little like shake in the dock, and the cane just kind of goes like clink click 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 click, and it's like everything's silent for a moment, and then
Yeah.
it's not silent anymore as we cut back to you guys.
And I'm pretty sure that nobody else has like line of sight on Oscar at the moment, so you guys don't really
I'm
know
on the bridge.
What Cases does? What Cases does?
what
for sure.
Cases does. Sure,
I seen it.
you've seen it. All right.
He's got you.
Homing down.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, I think that probably about this time, what cases you hear like a high pitched zing go past your ear, as like you're getting
One more time. What
like
was it?
like that.
Yeah. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
Can't do sound effects. What it look like? Matt Mercer? Ain't him. But yeah, the second boat is just now getting within range of bullets. So what's the rest of y'all doing?
I mean, I know Silas is crashed at the bottom of the stairs, tangled in a body and another man. So, I guess yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys are probably struggling a little bit. When we left you, he was trying to get on top of you. I imagine you didn't really let that happen without a fight. So.
Well, I think more along the lines of like the body of, I assume the guy's dead. The other guy.
Yeah, he's dead.
Is on top of him, and so as he's trying to shug him off, he's probably yelling at the shadows because they've just been standing, like, to his knowledge, they've been standing around doing nothing. So he's like yelling at them to take the other guy out.
Sure.
And he like is looking to see what is going on. Like, where's the boat? Does he see the other boat?
Yeah, you see the other boat coming towards you. It looks like one of them's just like taking a shot at Wakasis, who's standing on the bridge above you. And the other guy that fell down the stairs with you, I think that maybe he like gets over top of you and is about to like try to stab you with a dagger, and you see like a hand just grab his wrist, and a few of the shadows pull him off you and start to stab him with their own knives and stuff.
And then I think like Silas stands up off the dead body, like probably flings it into the straight, and he's like, the straight as in the water, not the cafe.
Take it all the way to the cafe.
Yo,
Coming with me, punk.
take it back.
The cafe, yeah.
Right,
Go with the other bodies I killed.
Get a
But
cup of coffee.
oh wait, you can't.
Oh.
And so, where's the other boat?
It's coming down the canal right now.
How far away is it? Like, I'm assuming that they're within shooting distance.
Yeah, they're within shooting range. They're probably 25 yards away.
Okay. I mean, the other boat, like, are there any men left standing on that boat?
I think there was.
I know there's the captain.
Yeah, I think the captain disappeared last we saw him.
Last we saw him, he disappeared.
Yep, that's exactly what I said.
Okay.
So where did he go? I think that he had jumped off the back of the boat trying to get away, and he swam over to like the dock where Silas is, he probably swam to the other side and is pulling himself up onto the other dock on the other side of the canal from where you and the shadows are, Silas. So you see him over there. I think there was one guy left on the boat, and then there's the other boat coming towards you guys.
Okay. I mean, we need to take everybody out. We can't leave any survivors, so they'll know who did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to like yell, and I think like Silas is starting to come down from the rage essence. Like, it's not gone, but it's like he's no longer like boiling with rage. It's just he's like miffed now. And so like he probably yells to Wakasis like, "Hey, get him!" Like probably yells across. Like he's yelling to anyone. I don't think he can see Wakasis, but he knows that he's around. So he probably yells his name, and then he yells like at the captain guy, while he's trying to distract him so Wakasis can maybe get like into view. And he's like yelling like, "I'll kill you, fucker!" Like, and he's just yelling obscenities at this guy from across. And I guess I'll jump into the water and try and swim across this guy. I don't know, like,
Okay.
can I jump onto the boat and then get across? Like, do I have to jump in the water, or can I run across the boat that's underneath the bridge?
I think you might be able to pull off some parkour using the boat to get across. You know.
I'll do that, definitely. So that would be a finesse if I'm right.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Hardcore parkour, right?
Parkour.
Does anybody have any devil's bargains that I should take?
Your objective is to get across the river.
I mean, the question is, can I get across the river and start fighting him in one go, or do I have to get across the river? Because, I mean...
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you'd be able to do all that. I think he is trying to run away, because I think he's a coward. Because only cowards traffic spirits, am I right, Matt?
Yeah.
Word.
You are right.
Yeah, so he's gonna try to be getting away, but you wanted Wakasis to try to, go for him as well. So I think
I think that was his thought. That was definitely his thought, to say, like, hey, Wakasis, go for him, but, like, it's his decision who he goes for.
I think maybe if you two make a group action of some sorts, you might be able to head him off and corner him together,
Head him off at the pass.
Head him off at the head of the stairs.
Or maybe, like, Wakasis shoots him in the legs so he can't run. I mean, I'm open to that. I mean, what is... Will Wakasis do that?
Yes.
Okay.
He wanted to kill that guy in the first place, or
Sweet.
get him. He looks important. He looks like a captain, right?
Yeah.
And he's running.
Yeah.
So we could do this as like setup in some way, or we could do this as one of you is assisting the other. What do you guys think?
I think it should be like a team action roll, so we both row and we take whoever gets better.
Like lead a group action?
Yeah, I'll lead the group action.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm not gonna stress myself. I mean, I was open to a devil's bargain, but
It's a cool roll.
I don't have any that are coming to
prowl
mind at the moment for devil's bargains. Maybe a devil's bargain could be that you and Wakasis get caught up in the fight with the captain, so that you're not able to help. Oh god, it would just be Lyric in the shadows at this point to take on.
I'm not going to take that devil's bargain. I don't want to just abandon Lyric for devil's bargains all the time. So
I know.
Every time.
I'll just roll straight finesse.
Sure.
I have a point of finesse.
Okay. I hope you can do better than I did. No.
Nope.
I take a stress.
All right. Yeah. So.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So
Wakasis,
So sweet.
You try to like jump over to the barge to get across the canal, and you lose your footing, and you like fall into the canal, and Wakasis, you think you heard Silas call for you to do something, but you didn't quite understand what it was, so you turn around to see Silas and try to get confirmation of what he wanted you to do, and all you see is him trying to jump onto this boat, losing his footing and falling into the water.
Weird. Oh my god.
This is a really.
We're the best. We're the best.
Yeah, and so that guy's gone. He's able to get away. But again, like, resistance rolls are a thing. So
I'd like to resist our fuck up.
I would like to resist us totally fucking this up.
What's the best way for us to do that? Because I'm almost in trauma, so.
We are all almost in trauma.
I mean, I
We
can
all
resist.
go down.
If you're
in a blaze of
closer to
glory.
trauma, I have 3 boxes left.
I've got 2 boxes left.
You know what? I can resist my falling in because I have 4 in prowess.
Yeah.
I have I have the max resistance rating,
Very
so
nice.
Yeah, if you want.
I am going to resist falling into the water.
Very nice.
Okay. Look at that.
16. How'd you roll 16?
Bada bing.
Yeah, man.
Highest is a 6.
Yeah.
Anything.
Losing your footing? What? What is that? I don't even know where that came from. That
Was it a
never
flip?
happened.
It just looked like he was falling.
No? Yeah. So you're able to hop, skip, and jump across that river, and I still think that, you know, Wakasis, you didn't quite catch what Silas said at first, so you look to Silas to try to get confirmation, and you see him hop over onto that boat, and I think that you two can, like, make eye contact and try to, you know, recommunicate what the objective is here.
I think it's probably eye contact from Wakasis, but it's not so much of just eye contact from Silas's part. He probably yells something like, "Get that bastard," or something, and he points at the guy climbing out of the water.
Cool. Yeah, so, let's see, do we want to try to roll again, chase this guy down?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if we have to roll again or if we just.
I thought that meant we got to him, but
Yeah, sure.
that's your call. That is totally up to you. If you want us to chase him down, I thought that it was catching him, but you know.
I think that because you resisted, that we can have guys head him off.
Okay.
Before he gets too far, you know.
I just want to quickly dispatch him so we can get back to Lyric in the shadows, who I assume are probably, while we're doing this, doing something else. So.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys, you know, run up to him and corner him like at the top of the stairs. You run up the bottom, and Wakasis is at the top. So you got him stuck there, and he like pulls out his curved sword. He's like,
Swords?
"All right, I'll take you both on." And you know, you can see, you know, the fear in his eyes. He's trying to pretend like he's a tough guy, but you know, he's gonna try to take you both on.
Silas like laughs, and he's like, "Excuse me." I'll be,
Yeah,
You're
and
ridiculous, mate. And then he will, I assume, go to beat him up, depending on what the guy does.
yeah, I was gonna cut over to Lyric in the Shadows before we resolve.
I think that's a good
fight.
cutaway, is like that, and then he like steps forward at the guy who's starting to shiver and sweat even more. He's sweating bullets now,
Everybody's got bullets.
So many bullets.
and we cut.
So, Lyric, you're chilling with the shadows, and
Chilling, just hanging. You know,
You-
we're getting a nice tan in the
Yeah.
sun.
you go
What
back to
little
the
there is.
cafe, get some croissants.
Mm-hmm. Just watching the show, man.
Uh, you see a little further up the canal, the guys that were on the boat, they're starting to try to climb off the boat onto another dock to run up the stairs to come up to you guys to have a battle. So
Now, are these guys coming off of the second ship or
Mhm.
the survivors of the first ship?
they're coming off the second ship. The survivors of the first ship, they're a little scattered at the moment.
Okay, so we're
couple
not
of them-
directly worried about them per
Right.
se.
You don't have to
Okay.
worry about them right now. A couple of them are
Then I
pretty
won't.
seriously wounded, so you don't have to worry about them at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, the probably 6 or so thugs that were on the second ship are running at you guys. So I think it's pretty much you know, 6 on their side, and then there's the 6 shadows plus you. So it's a fairly,
Okay.
you know, as far as numbers go, it's an even fight, but I
Okay.
think it's weighted more heavily in your favor.
We
because
have a player,
you're
so
a player character. So
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
we do.
and
Um,
Hit him with the Tempest.
you can lead a group action to fight these guys, you know, with the
Mhm.
shadows. So
Okay. Yeah, because I was also trying to think. Now, by this point, have the spirits that have been released from the other ship, are they still on the premises, or have they completely dispersed?
I would say that a few of them probably dispersed, but there's definitely, you know, a good 3, 4, 5 of them that are still hanging around.
Mhm.
I'd say they seem like they're paying a lot of attention to the captain that Wakasis and Silas are getting ready to fight.
Okay.
Like, their attention is on him for the most part. They see
Mhm.
him as their imprisoned or their captor.
Right. Because I was trying to figure out, and maybe I don't know if this is necessarily within the realm of my attune abilities, because this might be a little bit too powerful. But I was thinking if it were feasible, like Lyric could try to channel these spirits toward the guys that are coming off of the second ship, like to scare them or to, kind of traumatize them before the shadows rough them up,
Okay.
to essentially make it way easier for the shadows to take them down. Do you
Sure.
think that that's feasible?
Yeah, definitely.
Using a tool.
No.
Okay.
I think that's totally fair.
Okay. Cool. Now, in that case, would I be doing this in the context of leading a group action, or would I just be taking this action like I ordinarily would?
The attune is just you. Your shadows
Okay.
don't know shit about attuning.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense. Yeah, okay. So I think that is what I would like to try. I've got 2 in attune. I don't know that I want to push myself, because then I'll be off with my other whisper friend in Trauma Land in no time. But let's
Trauma for you, trauma for you, trauma for you.
we could just both disappear. I might just try and go for it, because if this fails, then I could attempt something different. It's not an all hope is lost kind of scenario, at least from my angle. Anybody have a devil's bargain before I do this?
Man, spirits are always tricky.
Yeah.
I think there's some fun stuff that I could do with that. I think that a pretty cool devil's bargain might be that might not necessarily come into effect right away, but with your meddling with the spirits, you might draw the attention of some larger entity of some sorts.
So that's something that could be in the future from now,
Yeah.
like a future consequence.
Do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'll do
That
that.
sounds awesome.
Yes, get haunted. Cool. So in that case, I would roll a tune, and then I would add a die.
Yeah.
Okey doke. I better not fuck this up. Okay. And let's see, this works.
Hey,
Look at that.
Bam!
nice.
Oh.
Not a crit. I keep hoping for crits, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does attuning to the ghost field look like for Lyric?
I kind of imagine it as like sort of a Jean Grey Phoenix kind of a thing. Like, I'd like to imagine that there's like some epic stance that Lyric takes to help her focus and try to tap into the ghost field. I imagine her stepping out in front of all the shadows, kind of between them and the group of sailors that are coming ashore. And she kind of takes her ground, and I imagine that, like, her eyes flash purple or some strange color, and she basically senses whatever spirit she possibly can. It's almost sort of like, it's reminiscent